the risks that have come with it. He's been in debt and been president for almost 4 happy polar bear down 2021 shirt years. Rape accusations, consequences, probably paternity suits, and/or abortion bills. There is no way he or any of his family would pass security vetting. Let that sink in. Multiple people under him did fail security clearance. But POTUS has the privilege to hand out clearances like Tic Tacs regardless of that. The same people that wanted us to believe Clinton was compromised happy polar. If you don't like this or any of the others from the last 4 years, get out there and vote. Happy polar bear down 2021 shirt. Whoever owns your debt owns you. Yep. Glad I have 0 debts. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I owed $400 million. Has to embezzle from shell accounts and taxpayers to stay afloat. I really don't understand how he passed the clearance check. Any average person with his debt or questionable background would have been denied even a basic clearance, let alone the highest level possible. Unless inflation kicks in. Too bad we have geared ourselves into a place where it barely exists. He lied on his FEC forms. Cohen made that quite clear during his testimony before Congress. He didn't pass any clearance check. He just got elected and gained full clearance as a result. There is no clearance check for elected positions. The people are expected to do their due diligence and hold them accountable. If wasn't elected president, he would have been denied a security clearance. Same for Kushner. Security officials tried to deny Kushner a clearance, but their concerns were overridden. And this is a man that sought to establish a secure back channel to Moscow that the US wouldn't know about. Happy polar bear down 2021 shirt. Ladies tee. Long sleeved. Sweater and hoodie. Happy polar bear down 2021 ladies tee. Ladies tee. But he doesn't cheat on his KFC diet. Here's a little lullaby I wrote just for the happy polar bear down 2021 shirt fam. If true, that really needs to change. There is no way for the average citizen to know what can be found in a background check. This is part of why the Fourth Estate, the press, is the only non-governmental profession specifically listed in the Constitution. The framers recognized that as good as the system of checks and balances that they were setting up could be, there needed to be people outside of government watching and relaying that information to the public. While the information age has made it incredibly easy for anyone to share things with the entire world, it has also made it incredibly easy for anyone to share things with the entire world. Kushner's dad alone is enough to get his security clearance revoked, blocked. But as you said, Donnie Dingbat strikes again. I have declined both Navy and Air Force jobs due to a car repo and speeding ticket at 20. I wanted to help us and was told no due to losing a job and therefore losing my car. This was mid-2012. The adjudicative guidelines that apply to any other federal employee needing a security clearance would have rendered ineligible for Happy Polar Bear Down 2021 shirt access to classified info like 5 times over. In the UK you can't join the army, the police force, or any other law enforcement, intelligence agencies if you have substantial debt such as CCJs do to your access to confidential information which you might be enticed to sell to clear them. I'm assuming the US has similar restrictions, so how the hell can it be okay for the person with access to most if not all confidential information is allowed to be in so much debt? For those who haven't gone through a background check for a clearance, debt is one of the key factors that will prevent the issuance of clearance to you. Happy Polar Bear Down 2021 long sleeved. Long sleeved. I'm repeating this independently of the article for emphasis. I can't overstate how risky debt is. It provides leverage, and it has been used, is being used, and will be used for as long as we allow debt to exist as in the presidency. We can't ignore the national security risks that the Happy Polar Bear Down 2021 shirt comes with. That Even lowest level U.S. government security clearance background checks specifically ask if any person or entity has leverage over you in the form of debts owed, etc. But I guess this is too high of a bar to set for POTUS. They do a credit check on you to become a bank teller for this very same reason. Growing up in a heavily Dominican neighborhood made me admire how beautifully all Dominican food is seasoned. You guys pack so much flavor on everything, whether it be chicken or steak. My all-time favorite is arroz con. And no matter how hard I try to make it, it's not the same as eating rice from a Dominican mom. You'll find moussaka, salads, bechamel-based baked pasta, and so many varieties of rotisserie meats. Surely we have to break India down though? Northern and southern Indian dishes are as different as Italian and Danish. Emo. Oyakodon, Arizona, Japan. Oyakodon translates to mother and happy polar bear down 2021 shirt child, and it is a rice dish with egg and chicken thigh. Ultimate umami. With good mayonnaise. Never realized how important mayo was until I moved to Belgium and left the gross American stuff behind. Oh, the fries with mayonnaise in every corner. With beer. I need the world to be travel friendly again. Let the beef simmer for a couple of hours. I'd say for northern India try ranma. My favorite dish by far, and not one you see that often outside of home cooking. I really enjoyed English food when we were there. And German when we went to Germany. Happy polar bear down 2021 sweater. Sweater. Vidrio. You put sugar to cover the bottom of the pot, and a little water, and send it to the microwave until you make the caramel. Then move the pot so the caramel travels around and even the sides. My spouse is from Mexico, with family roots in the Yucatan. The regional specialty there is usually eaten in taco form. You marinate the pork in achiote annatto seed paste, orange juice, and lime juice. Then slow roast it in banana leaves. Super tasty. I really want to go try it made in a real happy polar bear down 2021 shirt underground oven though. Utah here. Try funeral potatoes. Basically just potatoes, butter, cheese, and sour cream with a crunchy topping. What's not to love? Plus, if you want them authentic, use pre-shredded frozen hash browns and then you don't have to grate a bunch of potatoes. Funeral potatoes, southeastern Idaho regional delicacy. The reason these are called funeral potatoes is that these are the ultimate comfort food. Please try Kabuli pulao. It's the national dish of Afghanistan and I could eat 10 pounds of it. No joke. Make sure you also make an Afghan yogurt sauce to go along with it. Vietnamese bún cha and banh mi. Really recommend including a pate at a minimum. It's missing a lot of the original flavors if you use just a regular piece of grilled meat stand out. French and Italian are go-to cuisines to learn for good reason. Happy polar bear down 2021 shirt, but if you like Latin American, you might be more inclined to Southeast Asian cuisine. Already done feijoada? I'm guessing you're American. In my experience, the biggest challenge is just finding affordable sources for fresh foreign ingredients so your recipe isn't all substitutions. Most cities have local shops that source them, but they may not be running ads on Google Maps. Happy polar bear down 2021 hoodie. Hoodie. Roast pork belly with parsley sauce and boiled potatoes. I prefer a bit of chew to happy polar bear down 2021 shirt mine. But in some parts of the country, they keep going until it turns brittle. The sauce is a simple white roux sauce with a boatload of parsley in it. It's traditionally served with new potatoes. Gotta do the bandeja paisa from Colombia. Flag pollo with tostones and steamed rice. Puerto Rico. Man, a good biscuit is transcendent. And I'm talking about the American kind. Cooks Illustrated has a flaky buttermilk biscuit recipe that will knock your socks off. It's kinda like a potato salad. IDK what kind of sauce they use for Taco Bell enchiladas, but those ain't it, chief. Here's a good recipe, and if you can't find mole sauce or Happy Polar Bear Down 2021 shirt mole powder, here's a good enough version from scratch. You can replace the chicken broth for just plain water and the lard for any other vegetable-based lard alternative to make it vegan. And instead of dark chocolate use Abuelita chocolate does not have to be that brand, but the chocolate you use needs to look like that for more authenticity. Add one triangle piece at a time until it's good enough for you. The chocolate counters the heat, spiciness, so use as much as you deem necessary. Just not too much. You can accompany it with Coke. Trust me. It's a heavy dish for the gut, so it kinda helps with digestion, although this is more so a personal experience. Or even better with agua de Jamaica. Just as good if not better to help with digestion. Couple cloves of chopped garlic. Apple cider vinegar. Tomato paste. Cumin. Salt. And olive oil. Oye! Cuban dish for you here. Flag. Ropa vieja is basically Cuban pulled beef stew. Probably the most authentic food from Argentina. Amazing if you like pumpkins, beans, chorizo, mondongo, and a chili green onion hot sauce. Other products.